Greetings and salutations. This is Loquacious of Herd, bringing you his blind reaction to My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, Season 9, Episode 6, titled Common Ground. So, last week's episode was much more of a pun describing Twilight's internal drama, rather than an ominous foreshadowing of things to come. So I'm going to go with that sort of feeling and expect this week's episode to involve coffee. Admittedly, it probably won't do that, but I'm sure it will be enjoyable. So now, without further ado, for all and sundry, especially the sundries, ladies, gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds, let us see what My Little Pony Season 9, Episode 6 has in store for me, starting right now. Oh, spinning paper.
Highlights in the world of
Buckball.
sports.
Buckball fever.
Swept Equestria. What started
my.
as a backyard hobby for fruit farmers and the like has blossomed into a literal
my.
phenomenon with something for every pony. Unicorns, Pegasi, and Earth ponies alike can't get
Nice
enough
to
of
see
this
Snails
breakthrough
is back.
sport.
Woohoo! See some familiar faces there.
And with its popularity still on the rise, Buckball fans want, nay demand, an institution catering to their new obsession.
Okay.
And the ponies of Appaloosa answered the call, delivering a state-of-the-art locale where fans Equestria over can celebrate their passion.
Nice.
The Buckball Hall of Fame. Though, given the game's recent nature, the only inductees so far will be the members of the current championship team from Ponyville.
Nice. This is a pleasant callback.
You think they know we're here? I think they have a pretty good idea.
I'd say. Yeah.
A pretty good idea about what?
Wow. It is pleasing to hear Snails talk again after so long. I'd almost forgotten that that particular pony even existed, much less that he was involved with Buckball, but I recall that was a very amusing episode back when it happened. Nice to see they're running with it. So, sports episode, new Hall of Fame, new arena where they're currently working on stuff. So, I wonder what's going to be going on this time. Not much of a hint as to problems or conflicts or things needing resolution. Mostly just three ponies being awesomely good at sports. Also nice to be back at Appaloosa.
Appaloosa built this place. Yeah, especially after their team lost to us. They must really love Buckball. Oh my gosh, it's you!
Sports fans.
New. I mean, Team Ponyville? Yeah!
Yep, it does.
How much for an autograph? Bits for autograph.
No, Snips. No.
Snails, you thinking what
No.
I'm thinking?
Was the sound of one hoof clapping?
Yeah, I mean, no! How many of you would pay for an autograph from my best friend Snails?
Snails.
Wow, that's a lot of writing.
I'm so proud they decided to honor us.
I'm glad you can
Never
write,
thought I'd
Snails.
get to be in anything like a Hall of Fame. Me neither. Unless you count a Royal Order of Party Planners Memorial Library, which I don't, because every party planner gets one of those eventually.
Nice. Also nice. Also nice.
I hope Snails finishes signing autographs soon. We can't play without him, and if we lose or forfeit one game, we'll be out of the tournament.
Well, he'd better get his flank over here then. You have to win the first few games without me cheering you
Oh.
on.
Oh, why?
Applejack was too busy to come, so she made me promise to go to all the museum exhibits and tell her
Okay.
about them. I'm gonna try and get in first and beat the crowd so I can get back to the tournament faster.
Okay, good plan.
Oh, then you'd better hurry. Looks like there's already
Is
a
there?
line.
What?
Wait a minute.
The
I
doors
think
aren't even
I think I
open.
recognize that.
What kind of sports fan camps out for a museum?
The real question is, what kind of sports
It's
fan
Quibble
doesn't?
Pants.
Quibble
Well,
Pants?
excellent.
Rainbow Dash, fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting me? I'm a sports pony. Of course I'd be here. What's fancy is you
yeah.
being here. If fancy meant confusing.
There's nothing fancy or confusing about it. You can't keep me away from that buckball rink. I'm the biggest fan there
No,
is.
you're not.
It's a buckball field. And you are?
Oh, sure, but with all the bucking and the balling.
you do
on
not
the
understand
buckball
this
field,
sport.
which is where they play buckball.
Also, Pat Oswalt
I
is
wanted
awesome.
to be first
Awesome,
inside
so.
to experience the grand history of the sport. I guess only a real fan would understand that. Oh, perfect timing.
Hello.
Rainbow Dash, I'd like you to meet Clear Sky, the most amazing pony I've
Aw,
ever
that's
met.
sweet.
You've met Daring Do, so that's probably an exaggeration.
Not necessarily.
thanks. None taken. When it comes to describing your special sun pony, a little exaggeration.
Aw.
And I feel the same way
They're
about
special
you.
sun ponies. How cute. Oh.
And who is this?
This is my daughter, Windsprint.
And she is pretty amazing, too.
Wind, did you thank Quibble for camping out so we'd be first in line?
Thanks.
No problem. I probably would have done it anyway. I mean, I can't wait to see the evolution of the buck basket from farm to field. That sounds just, I mean, oh, wow.
Oh.
There is a lot to see.
Oh, you're trying to be enthusiastic about buttball because she's
I'd rather see the game.
into it.
Oh, well, I mean, sure, that makes sense. We could just go to the tournament instead.
No. Quibble planned this whole thing for us, and you could be a little more appreciative.
Hello. Okay. Interesting.
I kinda wanted to skip the museum too. But I promised a friend that I'd check out all the exhibits.
All of them?
Every single one.
You know, I'd like a chance to catch up with Rainbow Dash. Why don't we split up? We'll cover more ground that way, and
Ooh. There's
So,
trouble.
You and Clear Sky,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
oh yeah, she's great. Honestly, I've never been happier. Which is why I need
Oh,
your
okay.
help. I don't know what any of this stuff is.
What do you mean?
See this? I don't know what
It's
it
a ball.
is.
A ball?
What,
A
and
basket.
this? No idea.
It's a basket. How do you not know what these are?
I'm not even 100% sure what bucking is. I literally know nothing about buckball or any other sport.
Okay.
Well, I figured you weren't the sportiest pony of Equestria.
But Windsprint is, and her dad was some big ass.
Oh!
I can't compete with
Oh. Oh.
I really want things with Clear Sky to work out, but if Wind doesn't like me, I might as well give up.
Wow. Okay.
Why?
They're a family. Even if it's okay with Clear Sky, I wouldn't ask them to make me a part of it if Windsprint isn't on board.
Okay, this got deeply emotional really
I thought if I could
fast.
convince Wind I was some big buckball fan, we'd have something to bond over, but I'm pretty sure she's
And
all
now I
in.
understand the common ground.
Give it a shot. It's easy.
And you're...
Yeah, I don't think she's fooled.
No.
Could you talk to her? I mean, you're a famous sports pony. You'd know what to say. Maybe you could talk me up a little.
No.
No
dude,
problem.
No.
I've totally got your flank.
Yeah. Wing pony.
Trust me, the game's a lot harder to play with apples.
You play?
Who do you think taught them? Of course, being a Wonderbolt takes up most of my time, so I don't get to practice as much as I'd like.
Wait, you're Rainbow
Yeah.
Dash? The
Yeah.
Wonderbolt? Whoa, my dad was a great player too.
You don't say. You know, Quibble's pretty sporty too.
No. No, he is not.
If you say
No.
so.
Sports are not...
I think I've seen enough of this museum
Are not the common
for
ground that they're going to
3
have.
Applejacks.
No,
Let's go watch
there's
some
some other common
football!
ground I'm sure that they
sounds
could
awesome.
come
but
together with.
first, I got you a little
Oh
surprise.
no. Oh no, it's going to be the wrong thing.
Oh.
Of course.
Oh, not just a book, it's a Buckball Almanac. This thing has every Buckball fact and statistic ever recorded.
Wow.
I know, I never realized there was so much math in Buckball. I mean, this game's got more numbers than ogres and oubliettes.
Why?
Thanks?
I guess I could hold it for you, you know, so you don't have to carry it.
Can we go to the game now?
Sure, honey.
Hmm.
Listen, Q, this trip was a lovely idea, and the book was sweet, but you don't have to try so
Aw.
hard. Everything's gonna be fine.
But he's... Oh, that's sweet.
Not even my presents are in the ball court.
Do you mean ballpark?
Do I? I don't know. One thing's for
Wow.
sure, Wind is never gonna like a pony like me.
Hey, no.
Of course she will. She just needs to see her sporty side.
I don't
I was
have
about
a
to say, he
sporty
doesn't
side.
have one.
Every pony has a sporty
No.
side, and we're gonna
No.
find yours.
Rainbow
At the
Dash,
end
this
of the
is...
day, I am gonna turn you into the sportiest pony
Well,
in
this will be an
Equestria.
interesting train wreck to watch. Yeah, I'm with you, Quibble. With Q.
Look, I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but it's a terrible idea. You can't turn me into
Yeah.
an athlete. It's impossible.
It's either that or be yourself and bond with Wind over comic books and role-playing
Hey!
games.
I have a 17 charisma, right? Don't you think I tried? She doesn't even like daring do. She thinks she's not athletic enough.
What? Wow. We need to get started on Operation Sportify.
No.
ASAP.
This is... Okay.
To figure out what your sporty side is, we just need to see what your skills are. Every pony's got some
Announcing?
speed,
Statistics?
strength,
Whoa!
agility. Of course, some ponies can do it all.
You're amazing, but what about me?
Mm,
All right, we should probably
you
start
took
small.
dump
I'll
stats
pass
is...
the ball to you,
Your physical
and you
stats for your
just
dump
pass the
stats
baton.
is to have the high
Okay?
Uh-huh.
intelligence. And I'm not so sure you were accurate about your charisma, sir. I seem to recall you rubbing various ponies the wrong way. And...
And buckball!
And no.
Ow.
Ow.
Okay. Maybe agility's not your thing. Ready?
If I say no, do I still
Yes.
have to run?
Yep.
Can we get on with this? Snails and I did so well with the autographs, we decided to expand. And these souvenirs are not
Oh,
going to sell
Snails is going to get worn out
Big
signing
speed.
things, and they're going to lose the
On your
next
marks,
match, aren't
get
they?
set,
Speed. Speed.
go!
The speed.
Speed of turtle.
Speed. Whew.
Branding in
Okay,
place.
What a race, right?
Yes.
Oh, so much for speed.
This was fun, but I've got to get back to work.
I'm amused they've including both Snips and Snails in this,
I
but also Quibble.
This is hopeless. I don't have any skills, not agility, not speed. I can't even lift more than one book, and I love books.
If we had time to train, I know I could mold you into the perfect sport.
Could
pony.
you? Could you, Rainbow Dash?
Or at least a sportier.
That seems much
Who
more
knows how long that would
reasonable.
take? I need to get Wynn to like me now.
Maybe you're not the best athlete in Equestria, or the most coordinated, or the fastest, or even a little bit strong.
I'm sorry, wait, is this supposed to be making me feel better? Because it's not.
But none of that matters because I just figured out how to sportify you.
Are you going to slap sporty logos on him? Is he going to become a billboard? A mascot?
And with
Mom.
that score, the stars of Team Ponyville advance to the next
Good.
round. If they keep winning like this, they'll never get off the field.
Wow, the players from Ponyville
Aw.
are so good.
They sure are.
Quibble, where have you been? I was hoping we'd all watch the tournament together.
Oh, I've just been arranging for us to hang out with a few of my close friends from Team Ponyville. That is, if Wynn's up for it.
I think Wind is up for it.
This is wonderful, Q. But I still feel like you're trying too hard to get
Yes.
Wynn's approval.
This is so great. Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy are the best
Aw.
players out there.
Well, you can thank Quibble. Wonderbolts, Buckball Stars. He's friends with the sportiest ponies
Some of
around,
them.
so he must be pretty sporty
Not necessarily
too, right?
friendship and...
So this is Quibble Pants. Rainbow Dash told us all about how you two spent a whole Daring Do convention geeking out together about books. And even though at first she thought you were the most annoying fan pony she
Oh,
ever
I remember
met,
that.
you two eventually became friends.
I guess even sports ponies agree. Quibble's a pony you like more and more
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh.
Knowing sports ponies isn't the same as being one.
Ah.
What's it like playing in front of all those fans?
I guess you'll find out.
What do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean?
I think it's time we told Wind about your next surprise.
Q, Wind really doesn't need any more surprises.
Isn't another
No.
book.
A, books are awesome. And B, this is Wind.
All right.
For the
Way to
tournament
go, Rainbow
extension,
Dash.
You and Quibble
You sell
are gonna
those
play
books.
a game of buckball against Team Ponyville.
What?
We're
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. This is a horrible idea. Oh. Not bad.
You should probably stretch.
No amount of stretching is gonna make this
Correct.
okay. What were you thinking?
Look, you wanted to impress Wind Sprint, and this just made sense.
Really?
Rainbow
I
Dash,
was
your
making
your
a fool
heart
of
is in the
myself
right
front of Earth
place.
Sky and a
Your
billion
mind
buckball
is
fans.
gone
Makes sense.
sideways,
Don't
and this is
worry,
a
I've got
terrible
your friend.
idea.
I already talked to Pinkie
I'm
Pie
going
and
to be
Fluttershy.
amused
They're
watching
totally gonna make you look
how
good.
this goes down. They are. Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay. Well, maybe this isn't the absolute worst idea ever.
Okay, not the worst idea ever.
Put your
But
hooves
this is
together
still
for today's halftime
a still a
presentation.
cavalcade of
Football
awesome
stars
fail.
Take on a team of fans just like you.
Oh, how nice. And kick it. Kick it. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Yes.
And that's one for the Ponyville champs. Looks like these fans don't know what they signed up for.
Wow. That was a very special kind of fail. Oh, hey.
Oh no! Quibble's wide open and I'll never get there in time to block.
Wow. And he misses.
Ooh, looks like our fan team needs to work on their passing.
Yeah, this is poor idea. And hey, what?
And the fan team finally scores! For the other side. That
I was gonna say,
Ponyville
wait a
win.
minute. Is Snails with? Nope, Snails is not with them.
It says very clearly on page 647 of the expanded Buckball tournament rules that a goal is scored when an Earth Pony sends the ball into a basket, but it doesn't say which basket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every pony knows you're not supposed to score in the other team's goal.
But the rules don't say that.
Ah,
That goal is ours.
Quibble.
It's only 2
Quibble is
dogs
quibbling.
playing.
I don't want to. You're not a sports pony. It's not fun playing this game with you.
I was just trying to get her to like me.
I know, but I told you didn't need to. You and I have to rethink all of this.
Wow.
What are you doing out here?
Apparently, this book is as close to sports as I'll ever get.
Come on! That goal you scored for the other team was amazing!
Oh, thanks for
Yes,
trying, Rainbow
yes.
Dash, but I think we can both agree the whole Sportify idea was a big flop.
What? We haven't even gotten started! I've got like 7 more top-notch ideas to turn you into a super sporty pony!
Go, Rainbow. Let it
She's
go.
already made up her mind, and so have I. Time to throw up the towel.
It's throw
yeah.
in the towel. And that's ridiculous! You can't just give up!
Wind and Sky deserve a pony they both
Aw.
like in their lives. Besides, Sky wants to rethink things, so I'm just beating her to the lunch.
Punch.
It's beating her to the punch, and it's barely a sports reference. How do you not know that?
Because I don't know anything about sports!
Been there.
Pretending I did just made things worse.
So you should stop pretending! Look,
That's
you're terrible at
that's the
sports.
first really good suggestion you've had, Rainbow Dash.
Slow, weak,
Okay, again, not really making me feel better.
and you're completely clueless about anything having to do with athletics. But maybe I'm not the pony you should have come to for
Yes.
Oh.
I wish we didn't even come here.
Quibble thought you'd like it.
Well, I don't. And I don't like him. Why do you like him?
Aw.
Because he's kind and smart, and his friends certainly seem to care about him, which is always a good sign.
These are.
I don't care how many ponies care about him. They're not gonna make me forget about Dad.
Oh, sweetheart.
right
I
there.
know Quibble's trying too hard, but he doesn't want you to stop loving your dad. He just wants you to like him. And I think maybe there's enough room in your heart to do both.
Hey there. Glad I found you because I have a confession to make. I know it's hard to imagine, but I'm really not all that sporty.
No.
I'm sorry I was trying so hard to convince you otherwise. I just really wanted us to get along, but I guess it backfired. Do you think we could start over? Maybe we could watch some of the tournament together and you could teach me some sports stuff?
Okay. This is sweet. This is sweet. I like this.
Okay, that's their goal.
I'll try to remember that if I ever decide to play buckball again. But I probably
Best if you don't.
Oh, look, Pinkie Pie's gonna flip and triple bounce the ball into the goal.
2, 3. How did you know?
How did you know that?
It's right here. Pinkie flips and triple bounce bucks over 83% of her shots from the northwest section of the field when the wind is blowing.
Did I mention before he was good with
I
statistics?
guess this book's kind of cool after all.
Aww.
Look, Sky, I know you're thinking of calling it quits between us, and after today, I don't blame you. But when did I just made a connection?
Calling it quits? What are you
Aw.
talking about?
You said you wanted to rethink things.
Yeah, things like having your friend help you pretend to be a sports pony so Win
Yeah.
will like you.
What? I didn't. What?
So, what? Mom, look what Quibble showed me. When Fluttershy flies higher than the other Pegasus, Pinkie scores 92% of the time, and it just happened.
Wow, you better watch out or you're gonna start to like books.
I guess that wouldn't be so bad.
Oh.
Looks like you didn't need sportiness, famous ponies, or lavish gifts to bond with Win
Yeah.
after all.
Technically, he still needed to buy her the book, but that's it.
Yes. Oh, now that was sweet. I like how it was resolved. The whole thing of, trying to be someone you're not to impress someone else, never a good idea. And that setup, oh wow. The whole Quibble having a special sun pony who is no longer with the father of her child. And it's interesting. It's interesting. They didn't make it explicitly clear whether or not she was, just separated and divorced, or if her previous husband had passed away. In either case, that suddenly the whole business about, the child's like, no, I don't want someone else to replace my dad. It's like, okay, yeah. And here's Quibble trying to be good to both, this woman he loves as well as her child. It's just, it's clear he cared about both of them quite a lot. Great to see him back again. Rainbow Dash trying to be helpful and coming up with so many bad ideas. Basically one bad idea. Sportify Quibble Pants and running with it. Oh my, I could see that was going to be just disaster after disaster. And I am pleased to note that the Ponyville team is still doing very well, and very good for Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Snails. And Snips has found a way to make money off of it, so good for him too. Well, until next time, my gentle viewers, as always, kindly remember, y'all are awesome. Stay awesome.